This is a nude figure painting that I did during an open painting session, open drawing session at Utah Tech University. It is during the art marathon that we have, which we tend to all paint, draw, sculpt, throw ceramics, do digital art. Anyways, it's an art party for about 18 to 24 hours, just depending upon how long students can last. And this was the open drawing session that we had where we were able to get a model and paint her from life. So this is an alla prima painting, meaning I did it all in one sitting. And I tend to paint differently, alla prima versus indirectly. I really like doing indirect paintings because you can build up all these various layers of transparency and opacity. With alla prima, you can also do transparent and opaque passages, but it tends to be less lively. I just like seeing the history of paint with indirect painting versus direct painting. Everything is explained and right there in front of you. So in terms of a process of painting, I highly recommend painting from life. So any opportunity I get to paint from life, I try to do it. And it just is, it's amazing to look at a figure and paint it in relation to what you are observing, because colors and values will shift and change. The position will shift and change. You have to learn how to be adaptable and interpret the information that you're looking at when you're working on a painting. This one in particular, I painted on oil primed linen. I think it's a Clausen 15 or 13. And most of the painting was done with a paintbrush. Well, different varieties of paintbrushes, but a fan brush in particular. And some of those details I worked in with more of a sable because I wanted to have thinner paint, and the areas that I wanted to build up some of that texture with the cross contour paint, that's when I would use a fan brush so that I could just scoop it up and literally smack it down onto the canvas. The other nice thing about painting from life is you can see those subtle changes of cool and warm hue changes. So some parts will be more gray, like on the sternum, on parts of the leg. Other parts will be more orange or red, like the hands or the elbows, maybe even parts of the face. But on this, I was trying to focus on the figure, not necessarily the portrait. So I didn't spend a lot of time on the face. I just wanted to get those negative shapes that surround the face, basically the hair, to be able to describe, oh, this is a human that is laying here, a female figure that is laying here. And I wanted to focus on turning the form and those colors on the torso and part of the lower legs. But I try to get the whole figure painted in there. Sometimes I tone the canvas, sometimes I don't tone the canvas. For this, I didn't have enough time to be able to do it, so I just jumped in with both feet to try to describe the tonal relationships of hue, value, and chroma in the flesh tones. And then bring it all together by painting the background. And the background makes it look a little bit cooler because I painted the background a little bit warmer in relation to the flesh tone. And that's basically it. So I hope that all of you have the opportunity to be able to paint from life. This one took me about 2 hours of actual painting. It was a 3-hour long session, but I thought it turned out pretty good. Happy painting.